Hello everyone. Welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking. It's been Divine Debut 11 since the beginning of 2016. Now we've got another channel, which is Divine Debut 12. You can get the link beneath this video. For those of you that are interested in way smaller readings, random readings, and I'm also taking suggestions on what type of readings you may be interested in. A friend suggested the relationship between a specific sign and another sign. So, for instance, Virgo, Aquarius. So I will take that into consideration. I hope you're all doing well. Today is Friday the 27th. Friday the 27th of October of 2023. How has your day been? Evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. How has it been for you? Because it's been almighty. The energies have been crazy today. Just everywhere, all over the place. So I didn't know if I could get some time to do your reading for you today, but I thought, okay, let me get on to that. I want to thank you all for connecting with me on Divine Debut 12 as well, and subscribing there. Thank you so much. We've done one video there. We'll be doing more. Thank you all for commenting as well on the Twin Flame Soulmate reading. With yes please for your personal love message. I have gotten back to all of you up to now. So take the messages with a grain of salt, please do. Remember, we're reading energetically. We do general readings here. They're not personal readings, but if you can get something, at least something answered for your personal life, then trust your intuition if it's your message. And the same goes for the love messages, okay? Sometimes I could be picking up on your own energy. And I would say, don't only focus on the words, the card. Focus on the element. So what, is it a love card? Is it hearts? Is it finances, practical matters? Is it clubs pertaining to desire and passion and fire? Or is it spades, swords, which can be very cutting? Do focus on that as well. Swords are a perception as well. They're not only words and communication or cutting someone out, okay? Breakups, so on and so forth. So as we are reading, I'm going to do a divine spread. I don't think we'll go into too many cards on the actual spread. We're gonna look at the moonology, because tomorrow we've got the last eclipse on the axis Taurus Scorpio. It's going to be a lunar eclipse, very important for the fixed signs. Whatever is closing up and culminating and finishing is in good aspect to Earth. So the Earth signs will benefit, the water signs will benefit, the air signs and the fire signs are not in good aspect, so it'll be more challenging for them. Now, obviously, it's happening in Taurus, so a full moon at that 56th degree of Taurus. So it's in opposition to Scorpio. Very important for those two signs. Of course, Leo and Aquarius are in square, so they will also be challenged. What is the Karma Dharma pertaining to our emotions, romance, love, relationships of all sorts? Control, either holding back or trying to control a situation. This is Leo. Leo is confidence, it's generosity, it's heart, it's flirtation, it's fun, it's happiness, it's inspiration, it's sex, it's the natural fifth house Leo rules. So either this is saying control your emotions. We're losing it. We are losing it, as the energies are very powerful right now. If you remember, for those of you that have not connected with me on the community tab, the community I've uploaded yesterday, we've got the finger of God, a yod configuration pointing to Chiron in Aries. The moon now is in Aries on Chiron as I'm doing this reading. So remember, when we're doing this reading, when you receive this message, this will be important for you. Chiron is the wounding. It's the ability to find the solution through an open wound we've been carrying from before. We're looking for some sort of a new, I don't know, the key to unlock a situation. The key can also speak to an achievement, but through a process of healing. The key also speaks to liberation. Now, Chiron in Aries, of course, it's a wounding of the mind, of leadership, or remember, Aries is where the North Node is, so the moon is going to touch on that North Node very soon. So fated events will be playing out. We're in the eclipse energies. They're very powerful right now. Okay, and of course, with the lunar eclipse in Taurus, the ruling planet of this eclipse is Venus. So money, values, self-worth, love connections are very much in our environment, in our situation, right? Control, number 8. Some of us are revisiting a situation. Now, this eclipse is closing up a major cycle. Okay, North Node in Taurus, South Node in Scorpio since end of 2021. Let's go back to 2004. I should say 2003, 2004, what was going on then for you as well. Because this is like things from then could be coming through. Let's see what the moonology holds. For those of you that have got planets, or even I'm going to say your nodes, the nodes of the moon, they are all about your fate and your destiny, right? For instance, I've got my North Node in Taurus. So therefore, something is closing up now pertaining to Taurus and Scorpio, where they are in which area of life, pertaining to our own birth chart. Okay, so Taurus, Scorpio, money, values, self-worth, your money, the money that comes from others, from other sources, shared resources. And we'll be taking the gods, the mythic oracle today. I think we need to get a message from the gods. What is the advice? But let's look at the emotions, because we know a lunar eclipse is very stressful. It's an amplified full moon. Full moons are stressful as they are. But what's going on pertaining to this, the energies right now that we're in, dear spirit? What is it that we need to know? Nothing will come of this situation. Void of course moon. And this message has been coming through very strongly. Void of course moon for me is a deafening silence. There's either been no communication, something's missing. We've had this message from the Black Moon Astrology recently. So there's been like a deafening silence, nothing happening emotionally, feeling very cold, very detached. And as I asked you, what's that song? Something's missing in my life. Thank you for commenting and telling me it is the Carpenters. Something is missing in my life, maybe it's you. Or a piece of the puzzle is missing. Now, nothing will come of this situation. Now, of course, the moon, this void of course moon is no connection to other planets as it changes signs. So this could say that emotionally there's been no connection. There's been no interaction. It's been really, really quiet. Okay, so let's see what else. The energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. Waxing moon, well, where obviously that will happen after the new moon. Pay attention, dear friends, because this eclipse now is a full moon, and then 2 weeks after that, on the 13th of November, we're going to have a very gnarly new moon in Scorpio. Okay? And from now until then, expect fireworks, firecrackers, frustration, anger. It's not an easy time. It's not going to be easy at all, collectively and personally. Pay attention. Try and take care. Do not go overboard. Something will start to grow after mid-November. Pay attention to the timing. And that's going to be a new moon in Scorpio. So that could be, I'm going to say, some sort of an ending that's going to bring a possible new beginning. 2 more cards opened. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sag. That's not till next June. And nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. We know Sagittarius is also a mutable sign. Mutable moon means Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, and Pisces. Nothing is yet set in stone. Something is gaining momentum, though. We're needing to look at the bigger picture, not get close, too stuck on the details. Maybe we've been stuck in a situation like barking up the wrong tree. Think about that and how that speaks to you. Some of you could be completing something with a Sagittarian individual, right? Let's see what's going on in the astrology. Full moon in Sag. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is in Taurus, and it's Jupiter is very close to this full moon. So something may not seem as it is truly. This could speak to deception, self-deception, deception coming externally from others. Maybe we've got a wrong idea about something. Something maybe having ended where it hasn't really, because we're talking about a mutable moon. And nothing is yet set in stone. So emotionally, we're going to be going through changes. Maybe till next Gemini season for some of us. What is going on? North Node and life's purpose. And of course, the moon is going to hit the North Node in Aries just before the eclipse. So fated events are playing out shortly. North Node is discomfort, even though it's the future collective consciousness. Hopefully, as the moon passes over Chiron, because the finger of God is pointing to Chiron, it's connected to Ceres, Mother Gaia, our resources, striking a bold deal, anything to do with loss, mourning, pertaining to relationship. Now, Ceres is also a spiritual mother. So I don't know if this is your mother, some mother figure that's passed on. Pay attention, because it's like the finger of God is pointing from Ceres in Scorpio. It's got something to do with death, money coming through from others, some sort of a metamorphosis, a deep transformative change, and it's Ceres is in a good connection to Juno. Not to Juno, to Venus in Virgo. Something is being purified. Something that we've been working on. Maybe some work that we've already done, the return of it will be now, because I feel that there is support from Spirit. Juno, the asteroid of commitment and marriage, is in Virgo and will be in a beautiful flowing energy to this full moon, this lunar eclipse. So a lot to do with practical matters, physical matters, money matters, work matters. Okay, let's see. Can you imagine if there's going to be because Virgo is pets as well. Can you imagine if there's some sort of a miracle and Eros shows up out of the blue? That would be a miracle. We've got Venus. So fated events pertaining to love, money, peace, tranquility, values, securities, all these things will be playing out around the eclipse, before or after. Remember, this is a general reading, everyone, so let's put these cards aside here. North Node, so a fated love connection, fated matters pertaining to money. Remember, Taurus is a Venus-ruled sign. We've got Venus and love. Come from a place of love. Someone could be coming from a place of love. Venus is a number 4, so I don't know how that speaks to you. 4 is the Emperor. 4 also is the house of home. It's got to do with the past, with the mother, with your heritage, your property, your security, your personal life. Venus and love. Juno is at the 4th degree of Virgo as well. Now remember, Juno was the wife of Zeus, and even though there was infidelity, she kept her position. She came from a place of love, even though, yes, she was sometimes quite what's the word? She tried to take revenge on Zeus as well as his lovers. So that was the shadow side to Juno, she was like the, very much like the Empress, you know. She held a position of power. She was very respected, very motherly to the other gods. Let's see, because there will be a possible resolution, but it will pertain to an open wound. Let's see what the divine spread holds for us today. There's just so many messages coming to me, left, right, and center, from everywhere. Okay. Archangel Michael, Archangel Lophiel, please, what's going on pertaining to this full moon? What is going on? What is going on energetically? What are the messages we need to know? Divine spread, everyone. At the foundation, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment. What is hidden that we don't know? Queen of Cups. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Intuition. Love. Very motherly. Very psychic. 5 of Wands, not being on the same page. Maybe because of other people being involved, or if it's a family situation, or anything to do with creativity and inspiration, right? You know, water is also very, very creative, especially when we've got the wands here. So being very creative, having begun maybe something has begun from the distant past. This is the seed, nevertheless. Something that was a wish fulfillment, something that would bring a potential wish as well, because it's like a seed. But there's conflict, disagreements, arguments. Remember, this reading could pertain to some messages, to some energies that you've already gone through, because we're not all on the same timeline. And this eclipse for many of you has already played out, and it's unfolding, let's say. Okay, for others of us, this will be down the track. Could be the day after the eclipse, 2 weeks after, 10 days after, 3 months after. What is this conflict about? We've got the Emperor. Gia, hey, the Emperor's here. Okay, looks like the Queen has turned her back on the Emperor. The Emperor is very stern. Aries energy, very much in our energy right now. Aries, Taurus could be, for me, it could be Capricorn, could be a fire sign. Someone who's very controlling, could be a Leo, the control card. Someone who has responsibilities, could be someone who is irresponsible or has had too much on their plate, connected to a family, connected to disagreements with business. The Emperor is a 4. The Emperor does not show his emotions. This could also be internal conflict pertaining to the emotions of the Emperor. That's why the Queen has turned her back on the Emperor. Remember the energy. It's like the Queen has taken back her energy. She's not feeding the ego of the Emperor anymore. Because the Nine of Cups could also be a connection, or, a connection where someone was doing what made them feel good. It could be very ego-centered as well. But on another level, this could be something to do with business, right? Because wands speak to vocation and contracts and, something that's created, something we work towards. There's conflict here. Recent past, the Chariot. There's been some sort of change or movement in the recent past. Cancer comes through. I don't know if this is a change of home, travel for work. The Chariot is a victory card. Remember, it's got to do with the past, so past issues are coming up, right? Someone's being put in the driver's seat, but it's got to do with adjustments, with just like the finger of God, the Yod, the in conjunction. It's like something needs to be tweaked. It's like they're not on the same page, obviously. We've got a Queen of Cups, very nurturing, loving, motherly, psychic, and we've got the Emperor, Aries, yes, very strategic, very, could be very angry many times, very fiery, quick-tempered, gutsy, I'm going to say, courageous, yes, but also very business-orientated and doesn't have time for love. So, let's see. Interesting. What's going on in the now? Whenever you view this message, trust your intuition. We've got the High Priestess. High Priestess could be a third party. Remember, she's all about the wisdom. The wisdom is from within. Pisces, Virgo energy. Do take time out around the eclipse, when the eclipse will be happening. I want to thank my patrons for supporting this channel. I have done the analysis, of course, on the eclipse. If you have not watched it and you're not on, then do so if you're a patron. And if you're not on Patreon, please give us a chance. Check us out. Become a member for 1 month. If you don't like it, then opt out. Anyway, the High Priestess, she's a new moon goddess. So again, the new moon comes through, which I spoke of, I would say from now until the new moon. Next 2 weeks are going to be very, very important, energetically speaking. What's crowning this reading? Knight of Swords. There's going to be a lot of information. Now, it could have to do with legalities. A lot of frustration and anger I get here. And that is because of either miscommunication because of something not being clear, a lack of communication, quick changes, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Aquarius, I would say more so. Look at how he's coming onto the High Priestess. So I don't know who this is. The High Priestess could be an actual person. Same with the Queen of Cups. We see a lot of anger towards this possible psychic, spiritual individual, whoever this is. And I'm going to say also, try to protect your energy. Do some meditation and protect your aura, because I get negative energies trying to pierce our light, our protection. Okay. We will take another card on this, but this could speak to anger because of secrecy, things coming to light pertaining to third parties. What is the action and advice? we've got the Strength card, which is a card of control. There's also a strong intimate connection, I would say here, but also we need to get more intimate with our higher self. So take the opportunity, as you know, eclipses are portals. Take time out, meditate, take a salt bath, relax, sleep, do whatever you need. Stay in quiet, put some soft music on, some soft calming music, on, and just try and see what comes to you. Now, the Strength card again is Leo. It could speak to someone holding themselves back. It could also speak to someone losing control and communicating where there's been no communication. What is a possible outcome? Four of Swords. There's the meditation that I was talking about. What else do we have? Four of Swords, Seven of Swords. My goodness. So much about the mind. 10 of Swords. There is going to be a difficult ending here, whatever this is. So many swords here. Four of Swords is someone needing time. It's got to do with some sort of stealth or secrecy, or someone's looking for an intelligent way out of a difficult situation. Remember that the 10 of Swords is an ending. It turns into an ace. So we've got 17, 21, 3 swords. Something isn't going to be easy. Let's see how the planetary alignments help or hinder. There is the Ace of Swords that I was just talking about. The 9 of Swords. Lots of reckoning, lots of cutting out. A lot of relationships are going to leave our lives. Relationships that were not on our, meant to be on our path anymore. Not for our highest good. When I see swords speak to fights. They speak to warlike energies. There's a lot of fear that's going around, connected to the amplification of the wars that are going on in the world. And of course, we're all part of the collective. But there's 10 swords again here. We do finish up with a 10. Remember the 11. 7 and 4 is 11. 11 is like an open portal. 11 is the Justice card. Maybe there have been injustices. We're closing the door on injustices. Remember, Justice is Libra and the South Node is in Libra. So leaving partnerships, relationships that were unhealthy, that were very cutting, that were very self-centered, where there was no reciprocity. So I do feel here that we go from the 11 to the 12, because this turns into the ace. So even if this is 10, 17, 21, 10, 17, 21, which equals a 3. 3, of course, is also a 2 and a 1, whether it's 1 and 2 or 2 and 1. Nevertheless, 3 is the Empress. 3 could also be love triangle, other people involved. Let's see what this 9 of Swords is, because this is stress and anxiety, an inability to sleep, having nightmares. Wow, saved by the bell, everyone. We've got the Star. This speaks to truth. This speaks to hope. This speaks to communication. Being stripped down, not holding on to any lies. It's like having the X-ray vision. The Star can speak to social media groups that you associate yourself with, the information coming through from social media, communication, clearing the air pertaining to a wish fulfillment. We've got 2 wishes here. It's like the wish is there, it's around us, it's in our environment, but we just can't seem to get to it. It's like some major force is holding us back, and we're feeling like we don't have the strength. We're needing to draw our internal strength, the strength from our higher self, and believe in ourselves. I do feel that there's a lot to do with self-worth here, and the ability to know our strength and our abilities in whatever situation is going on. So we've got Uranus. Uranus is also in Taurus. So as the moon is going to fill out and complete in Taurus, some hours later, the moon will be on Uranus. So expect the unexpected. Uranus is also connecting really well to Venus in Virgo. So something, it's like taking getting a disappointment or something really harsh that we feel, that's it, there's no hope, I need to close the door on this, or oh my God, what's going on? Why is this happening to me? And then all of a sudden, that negative, those challenging energies are going to turn into the wish fulfillment. Believe it or not, through crisis, we go through a transformation. Remember, Pluto is at the last degrees of Capricorn. We've all got Pluto somewhere that is affecting all of us. And Pluto is all about control. Control that comes from, from those who sit in power. Control from other people. This could be self-control, losing control, that internal control. Let's see, what did we say is at the bottom? We didn't say. We've got a Page of Cups. Pisces comes through. 10 of Pentacles, another 10. So we've got a couple of 10s here. Page of Cups, Pisces, an unexpected opportunity, apology, messenger that comes through, that brings a sense of abundance and a possible new beginning. Because yes, the 10, this could speak to marriage, commitment, finances, abundance, but it is an ending to a cycle. It can also speak to financial help from family, towards a child, towards a love partner, a romantic partner. What's beneath that? So we go from the 5 to the 10. I feel that this is sort of, as we're around the eclipse moment, I feel that we will be in this energy, in disbelief. We don't believe that there will be support. But see, both people here, so it speaks to relationships of all types, they're heading into abundance and something long term, right? This is the potential here. This is the general energy. So I feel that sort of those heavy energies will be sort of lightening up. Let's see. Let's take the Kipper Oracle. What's going on, dear Spirit, around the eclipse? What is going on energetically? Just looked at the clock. It's 11:03. I should say 11 minutes to go. As I've put my timer and it's counting down. We've got official person number 22. There'll be opportunities. The official person can be anything to do with the law. It does remind me, and look at the general here, the boss, the army general, someone who wears a uniform. Reminds me of the King of Swords. Someone who's in charge. There's an official person or an official decision where there are, choices. Something is officially, first of all, opening up. Second of all, decisions need to be made. This may take place in 6 to 7 weeks. It could involve around travel. There's hesitation though, but there's also opportunities. Now, for some of you, it's an official separation and a decision. The decision could also be around matters pertaining to law. I'm going to say even politics. there's the courtship. This is like the Two of Cups. So there is an agreement. There is going to be a meeting. There's going to be communication, courtship. We see a relationship. We see striking a deal. If this is business, yes, there is an agreement. And we've got a main female. We do see the High Priestess here and the Queen of Cups. So it's interesting. I don't know if this is the same female, but this could also speak to a third party. Now, the main female is usually, if you're a divine feminine, this would be you. If you're a divine masculine, this could be someone else in your life. But yes, this could be third parties, and I'm going to say even four people involved here. We've got a masculine, a couple, and another feminine here. Let's take a couple more. What's going on with this main female? The main female is a 2 like the High Priestess, so that may give you a little bit of understanding of what's really going on, because sometimes it's too hard to give you everything, the clarity on everything. You should trust your intuition. And the courtship is a number 4. Hello, hello. The Emperor and Venus in love. Let's look at number 2. We've got toil and labor. So she's going through a difficult opening, like going through a wormhole. There's a number 11. Now, also the work that she's put in will be justified. She will receive the rewards for her labor. Let's look at this official person, if this is a person and not just a situation. We've got the house. Now the house, yes, could speak to, this could speak to a building. This could speak to a business, politics, the red tape, someone's home, someone's commitment, someone's marriage. The house does remind me of the Tower as well, which could be an aha moment for this official person, or a Tower moment coming from this person. And I do get the Emperor and the official person more than likely being the same person. So I don't know if this is a legal separation from an emperor, and we've got someone quickly coming in, someone that's not as mature, not as controlling. It could be that. It could be that. What is this house about? We've got journey, an abundant journey, and a top hat. Someone who was quite egotistical, quite abundant. A journey has already begun, I'm going to say. We also see the stairs that are going up. So someone maybe who was successful in business, could be someone who holds their own, they've got their own company, their own business. Someone who could also be in politics, a well-known, someone who is well known in their community. What's that toil and labor? We've got expectation. So again, we've got a divine feminine waiting on her divine masculine, or the expectation does remind me of the Empress, needing to be patient, but also 9 of Pentacles, someone being single, knowing their worth. What is this courtship? Some of you are waiting on a decision on a divine masculine who maybe has other choices. The decision could be to travel, to get unstuck, to let go of other obligations and focus more on your relationship, or on a meeting, a physical meeting, because they could be from a distance. What's the courtship? We've got change, and the Chariot means transition and movement. We've got thoughts, very much Uranus, the Tower, 16. So expect the unexpected. This masculine, whoever this is thinking of doing something crazy. Now, where there was illusion, because I get Neptune, romance, or illusion, deception, or a lack of clarity. It's like where something was very cloudy, uncertain in their mind or pertaining to this person. There will be clarity, because what's on their mind is this divine feminine. So there's like an ingenious thought, and an aha moment. And we've got the wealthy man. So wealthy man is someone that's a bit older. Scorpio energy. You're more Aquarius, more Scorpio here. I don't know if this is the same person. It could be two different people, or it could be the same person. Right? Wealthy man, someone who wears a top hat. Beneath that, community. Someone that's very well known in their community. And we've got a main male. So we do have a couple of males here. You know for yourself what this means for you. It can be really, really confusing if we go into each and every detail. So let's just take another layer here. What is this wish fulfillment from the past? Two of Pentacles. Someone dealing with two different situations. Or it's a wish fulfillment, don't know what to do, things being up in the air. What is the Emperor about? Six of Wands, someone successful. We go from the 5, and the 6 of Wands could also speak to ego, remember. 6 of Wands, someone successful, well known in their community, or where there was conflict, there will be more balance. And I'm going to say, because 6s speak to choices and balance and harmony, this could be a sense of reciprocity, or for some of you, this could be the ego being over the top, where we need to cut someone out because of too much too much self-love, and not enough reciprocity within a relationship, like putting themselves on a pedestal and putting themselves always first. So again, it depends on you and your own situation. What's the Queen of Cups? She's looking into a cup. What is she about? What is she thinking about? She wants her justice. Remember how I said justice, the divine feminine? So Libra comes through here. What is the Chariot, please, Spirit? And justice can also speak to a possible separation or a divorce, or something karmic, a dharma, a moment of challenges, but then success. And this would be the dharma for this queen. She will get her justice. What is the Chariot? There it is. There is the potential Ace of Pentacles. Commitment, money, opportunities, new home, something long-term, something that brings potential abundance slowly, gradually, and in a practical manner. This is an opportunity. This is an offer. A purchase of a new home. What is this? What is this? Let's move in together. 5 of Cups. Mourning the past. 3 of Cups spilt, 2 cups still standing. 9 of Wands. Someone protecting themselves, having turned their backs because of trust, because of third parties, because of disbelief, not listening to their higher self. What is this night about? There's the King, you see. I felt that this was the Aquarius energy, and the official person and the Emperor, very similar. For some of you, yes, this could be 2 different people, but they do hold very similar energies. The official person is so much my King of Swords. So something is official. They're going to communicate. They're going to come in with a lot of oomph, a lot of truth. Let's take one more on that King of Swords. Unless some of you are closing the door and dealing with legalities, but then it's someone who is very cold, very detached, someone who's very brutal where their communication is concerned. See, singlehood. We see singlehood, a 9 of Pentacles. We did see the 10 of Pentacles. Here is the Ace. I was able to silence my timer today, and on my clock is number 44. I don't know if that's an age, if that's a message coming through from Spirit, from the angels. There's the 9, there's the ace. The potential is here, but there's something about sort of a blockage. It's like the transition is going to happen. It's begun from the past, but there needs to be intelligence because something needs to be closed still. Someone's taking their sweet old time. This could be strategy, and it's connected to the past, to the recent past. For most of you, the recent past. What is the Strength card? This is the action and the advice. There will be reciprocity for some of you. This is divorce settlement. Justice. We've got the scales there again. This could speak to a payout. This could speak to possible loan, return of money that's owed to you. If it's not money, then it's love, then it's security, then it's a situation which will give back to you. I do see this as a very karmic card. Let's take one more on that. We've got the 6 of Swords, 2 sixes. So the action and advice is saying that there will be a positive return. Okay? You will find your peace and your tranquility. That's the advice, but we're still in this energy. That's the outcome, remember. Let's take a couple more cards on the outcome. There's another 10, the ending of the burden and a possible new beginning. This turns into the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. And we've got an Ace of Pentacles here, and we've got the Ace of Swords here. So endings and new beginnings. Well, obviously, we did say this is the last eclipse on the axis Taurus and Scorpio. Cheers, everyone. Let me take a breather. Let me just gather myself. I just get all heated and all... Excuse me. Need to take a moment. Okay. There's a lot of explosive energies here. We've got fire, we've got air. We've got a lot of air. This is the planetary influences, but also how spirit is influencing a situation. Okay? I get a sense of split. Yes. Split, cutting away, letting go of the poison of the past, poison from the past turning into healing. Remember the finger of God pointing to Chiron. We find a resolution, how to close up a cycle so that we could begin. We need to let go of negative thoughts pertaining to having the courage, the guts, even the courage to move forward, right? Aries, North Node. And of course Mars is also opposite to this eclipse. Mars and Mercury, they're transiting through Scorpio. So there's great metamorphosis going on. Of course, there's a remembrance or returning back to the past as planets that pass over where the eclipses happened in the past couple of years are bringing back the eclipse energies of the last 2 years. Now, it can be frustration, Mars on Mercury, difficult conversations, difficult news, cutting words, fights, arguments. It's not going to be easy, I'm telling you now. Let's take one card there. We've got a 3 of Pentacles. Something's going on around work, but this has got to do with practical matters. It involves your beliefs. It involves other people. It involves, and it shows because, well, of course, Pentacles are money and values, but this is also 3. Remember, is a small stepping stone into possible success. It doesn't want to give me anything more on the outcome, so I might take another deck. Let's look at the 9 of Swords. Oh wow, okay, all right. 2 of Wands, 3 of Cups. Oh my God, oh my Oh my, what is going on here? There's been an ending, there's been a death and a metamorphosis that's going on pertaining to this courtship, this partnership. It needed to go through an ending and then a rebirth, a regeneration, before there could be a reconciliation or a celebration. Someone has made their choice. You could see that he's holding the Ace of Wands. Remember the 10 of Wands that turns into the Ace. There's possible also physical distance between the two of you, and this is someone that's ready to go to take that journey, okay? You will have news about that. And 3 of Cups, of course, involves other people. Be careful with gossip. Be careful about what you hear from others. Check your information. Things that were hidden or illusions or even deception. I feel that there will be more clarity and more a clearing out of the what's really going on. What's going on? What has been going on? Let's take the Page of Cups. What's at the foundation? Another 10. 10 of Cups. A restart. It turns into the Ace. And there is the Lovers. A divine union, a divine partnership, which needed to go through a lot. Someone was trying to perfect this relationship. This is Virgo. Virgo is purification. It's like needing to go through some sort of testing time. Someone needed to grow, to awaken. The Hermit is someone's seen the light. They're ready to put in the effort. A choice is being made to complete a cycle, to begin anew. What is this Page of Cups? Remember, pages are children, then naivety, immaturity. Sometimes it could be an actual child, it could be an apology, and it could be something that you least expect. The 3 of Swords. This could be a heartbreak pertaining to a child. This could be a broken heart where there will be an apology pertaining to that, or a child could be the influence connected to a disappointment. And there's the Empress. I rest my case. I rest my case. The Empress is here. For the love of a child, this Empress has put her children over her romantic life. This is also protection. Remember the Mother Gaia, Sarah's being heartbroken over her separation with her child. Now the Empress as an energy also speaks to resources. There has been disappointment and a sense of no resources and feeling no abundance and feeling as though no money is coming in. But there is changes. There are changes ahead. There are changes ahead. Remember the 2 of Pentacles here. We've got the 3 here. We've sort of gone around in cycles. Something karmic has been going on. But we end up with the 3, which is also the Empress. Let's see emotionally and where our psyche is concerned, what is possibly playing out, generally speaking, for you or the person you're thinking of, or just generally looking at the psyche, the subconscious around this eclipse, please, Spirit. Interesting, we've got the 3 cups that are spilt here, and we've got the 3 cups that are up here. This could be second chances. Interesting that the Devil didn't actually come out. The Devil, which speaks to blockages, karma. I want you to remember that for me, the Emperor many times does remind me of the same energy as the Devil. Why? Because the Devil is Saturn. I do see the Emperor many times as Saturn, and Saturn rules Aquarius as well as Capricorn. So that's why I always mention those 2 signs. Not to say that they're the negative signs. I feel that we've all got our good and bad. And, you know, I do not favor one sign to another. Never. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. The Empress, remember, is Taurus and Libra. We've got nearly all the signs here, I'm going to say. Remember that with this eclipse, the fixed signs are going to have a tough time of it. So Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, not easy time for you. We've got releasing the toxic situation or person, going through a metamorphosis, releasing the barriers, I'm going to say. There's devotion. This is like staying on course to what your heart is really telling you. There's some sort of an offer coming in. We've got abandonment or abandoning. Remember what I said, the toxic. This will bring up those childhood wounds, which could be Chiron, someone having treated you very badly because of their own lack of self-worth, or it's connected to fear, also connected to a fear of an ending. We are talking about fixed signs here. No wonder here. This is Scorpio, and Scorpio is the metamorphosis, remember. And we're going to have a new moon in Scorpio on the 13th. That's going to be a really challenging one. So we'll be talking about on Patreon. There's the material world, the Ten of Pentacles for me, or the Ace of Pentacles. Now, whatever's going on, this could speak to a lack of finances, a lack of happiness within a commitment, a business, a family situation, a lack of finances. But we've got self-worth. There is happiness in this card. This is breaking free. This is knowing your self-worth. This is trusting that you are worthy of any situation, and you are willing, if you're willing and capable, you can make it to the finish line. You can succeed. And self-worth also reminds me of someone being very happy about being able to release a toxic situation, commitment, business partnership from the past. Anything to do with politics and law as well. I'm going to say it's only money at the end of the day. It's only money, materialistic things that we need to maybe say goodbye to because we are going through an ascension process, obviously. So it's all about self-worth and values. What we place more importance on is sort of what's going on here. And I feel that that's got to do with the awakening that we're going through. Action, communication, movement, transition, new cycles, flight, travel, healing. And I'm going to say healing through having that bird's eye view of a situation, knowing the true situation. And I feel I've got an itchy left hand. That means someone's going to need to pay some money out. There's something owed. There is something owed. I want to take a message from the wisdom of the Oracle, please, Spirit, around this eclipse. What's it about? I didn't see the card. I don't know if you got a sneak peek at it, but just calling on Spirit to guide us for this eclipse. Remember this reading, you can come back to it because it could be playing out even up to 6 months ahead, and a year, I'm going to say. But at least just after the eclipse, even a month or 2 months after, return to it and see what the messages are and if they speak to you personally. We've got round and round. Looks like this round and round cycle is ending. We're ready to take off. I don't know if you could hear the background noise. We've got a number 25. 25. and it was in the reverse. So are you refusing to see your own personal responsibility for repeating lessons you don't need to relearn? You have to surrender now to the fact that you are the common denominator in all these repeat performances. Be happy, for this is a wonderful spot to be in. You can now see the cycles that you wish to exit. Once you figure out that you have the power to stop going round and around, you possess the key to your freedom. There it is. You find the key to your freedom. Be good to yourself. It's not about blame, but accountability. And there's that Saturnian word of accountability, responsibility, being mature. You can have the abundant life filled with love and prosperity that Spirit so wants for you. It's not about blame, but accountability. You can have the abundant life filled with love and prosperity that Spirit so wants for you. Yes, Spirit does want that for you, but you need to get out of your way. You hold the key. The messages have been very similar recently. Let's just see what this is about, what the outcome is about. If this message was not for you, it may be your person. That message may have been about your person, if not for you. What is this Three of Pentacles on top of the Four of Swords, Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands? What's that about? We've got the Three of Cups. There has been a rival in a love affair. So third parties, or if this is a partnership, then yes, there are third parties, which may sometimes can spoil the soup. But it also speaks to children, pregnancy, fertility, growing an emotional bond, love, and everything beautiful. Also, expect a visit. This card to me, you could see that it's like they're meeting for the first time. There's a handshake, there's an agreement. It's like the Two of Cups, but it's the Three of Cups, and it speaks to visit. So that's what I see here. Wow. I so love that. Okay. Let's take a message from the gods, from the Olympian gods, and close this reading off. I feel I need to take two. We've got Pan and sexuality. Number 3, remember how we're talking about a 1 and a 2, or a 2 and a 1? We've got 21. 21 is also very Saturnian. It's the World card. Pan and sexuality, and Prometheus and sacrifice. We've got 2 3s here, and 3 is also the Empress. Oh, wow. Prometheus steals the light from Zeus and gives it to humanity. Let's read Pan, because this is a very raw sexual energy. Remember how I said I feel the energy of the devil? Very similar indeed. Number 21. Although Pan's parentage is unclear, he is usually the son of a nymph and possibly Hermes or Apollo. He is a half goat and half man. See, the goat is also Capricorn, isn't it? And Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. He is the wild fertility god of the forest and represents our base animal nature as humans. Pan is the god of sexuality, and the tales of his sexual exploits are many. He has a heavy scent of animal and earth and expresses the raw and wild aspect of nature. Pan is a playful god who is also known for his masterful ability with the reeds we call pan pipes. So very much like the trickster, like the magician, I get. Though many worshipped Pan, they often feared him too, for he represents the uncontrolled, untamable, base animal instinct that is present in every man and every woman. In the throes of sexual experience, a person loses their world identity and other than death or religious and spiritual ecstasy. I better read that again. In the throes of sexual experience, a person loses their world identity and other than death or religious and spiritual ecstasy, it is the only time we truly let ourselves go completely. A sense of oneness is experienced, but it is intense and uncontrolled. The animal nature takes over and it is violent in passion and all-consuming. Remember the card control. This experience is what we feared in Pan, and it is what is still feared today. Sexuality reminds us that we live and we die. We come from the earth, and to the earth we shall return. It is through sexuality that life is born both literally and metaphorically. That's exactly what I mentioned in my last upload here, or the one before that, where I said either that or I said that on Patreon. We come from the earth, and to the earth we shall return. These are my exact words recently. If you've heard me say that, please leave a comment beneath so remind me in which reading it was. We base much of our lives around what we do, and though working hard and being productive is godly, the animal nature is about being, experiencing and taking the mind beyond the mundane experience of productivity. To become sexually intoxicated is totally surrender this worldly controlled identity, and when either the inner or outer culture is not in harmony with the animal nature, it breeds shame, fear and denial. So these are also things that we will be facing, because these are all words of Scorpio. Shame, fear, and denial. This is a time for connecting to your natural, raw, and wild animal nature. It is a time of bringing balance to this area of your life. Are you ashamed, fearful, frustrated, or bored with the sexual aspects of yourself and your life? The only way to overcome these feelings of agitation or restlessness is to explore and play. This is a time for accepting and embracing this aspect of your nature, a time for feeling wild and connected to life. Let go of your worldly productive identity for a while and play. Take some time out in nature. Take time out and tune in with your sexuality. What is it that you desire? Scorpio is sex. And we have number 3. Sacrifice, which brings Pisces to my mind. Prometheus is a rebel, hero and champion for mankind. When Zeus overthrew Kronos, creating a new world order, which is what's going on in our world right now, he viewed man as slaves. And this is what they want of us now. Slavery. Prometheus, however, viewed man as more and decided to steal fire from the heavens and give it to man. The power to use and control, there's that word control again. The power to use and control fire meant power, freedom, and independence for man. The power of light, warmth, and food were among the gifts of fire. As punishment for doing this, Zeus had him hung upside down and forced to have his liver eaten every day by an eagle. Every night, his liver grew back, and the process would repeat itself. Now there's a connection between Prometheus and Chiron. Remember what I said? The finger of God pointing towards Chiron, the key. Prometheus is the key. The message: a sacrifice for a higher gain is at hand here. On a deeper level, you already know this is needed now and that something must be sacrificed. It may be comfort, safety, pride, or a need for instant gratification in the form of money, attention, or approval. The requests and desires of the ego must be sacrificed for a higher cause and a higher gain. You may find yourself in an uncomfortable position for a time in order to reach that higher goal, but the richness of living in your truth and living with integrity will far outweigh any discomfort. To live in this way is to be a true hero. And I want to say hello to my friend. Her name starts with B. She knows who she is. B-O. She's a Virgo. Actually, she's a Leo, but with strong Virgo. I think that this message speaks very strongly to her, and we've got a lot of communication back and forth. So if I'm not communicating with you, it's not you. If your name starts with B and O. Okay, so you know who you are, my darling. The myth of Prometheus is about fighting for a higher cause without the promise of fame, riches, or glory. The act is enough and the consequences accepted. The reward is the contribution. So obviously this is what the world is fighting towards a higher cause. Others are fighting for more fame, more riches, and more glory. So there's a detach there. There's miscommunication, there's inequality. What do you believe in? Do you compromise your beliefs so that you can be safe and comfortable? When you contribute to something greater than yourself, do you wait for and expect a reward, or is the act enough for you? Are you willing to maintain your integrity no matter what the cost? What do you need to give up at this time? What is keeping you stuck? Are you ready to live your greater potential? These are all questions to consider at this time. If you are currently making decisions, you must reflect on what your decisions will contribute to others. If you are bored, stuck, too comfortable, or have lost a sense of greater meaning in your life, it may be time to make some firm decisions. A sacrifice for the greater good must be made at this time, and it is usually the most uncomfortable yet fulfilling direction to go in. Remember that you will only feel a temporary discomfort during transition. Now, we've talked about transition here, no doubt, and change, and from now until the new moon in Scorpio, surely. Even Zeus allowed Chiron and Hercules to free Prometheus once he had served enough time. So you see, there is the contact with Chiron. Even Zeus allowed Chiron and Hercules to free Prometheus once he had served enough time. But my dear friends, because I think it was Chiron. It was Chiron that asked to take the position of Prometheus because he was tired of his wound. He was a god, so he could not die. So he was suffering always with this open wound. So he exchanged positions with Prometheus. So Prometheus was left off the hook. Now Chiron is also connected to Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is a centaur like Chiron. Chiron was a centaur, half man, half horse. And that does tie in very much with half man, half animal, at those animalistic desires within us. So Prometheus was freed after his punishment, but he sacrificed his life for humanity and for, for wisdom, to give the light to people. Decide to be a hero now and rise above all mundane attachments. Strive to contribute to the greater essence that runs through all things, my dear friends, and that's the advice. There is something that needs to be sacrificed here. The rewards that come through are very big. So, pertaining to a sexual connection, something that we desired, the mundane, earthy, practical matters, there is potential, there's going to be light, but there needs to be a sacrifice. Sometimes a sacrifice of our desires, so that we could, through our internal self, sort of raise our vibration and our light, so that we could bring the light to other people on a more collective level, my dear friends. Okay, so 3 and 3 is 6. 6 is the Lover. 6 is balance. I don't know if the 6th of November is going to be an important day for you. But yeah. All right. We won't be taking love messages today. I think we'll leave it there. It's a long enough reading. Thank you for commenting and letting me know. Some of you are telling me you enjoy the longer readings. This was an extra long reading because of the eclipse, of course. Others of you that don't like longer readings, then do look to our new channel, Divine Debut 12. Make sure you're notified. Press that notification bell. Subscribe and let others know as well about it, so that we could make that channel grow as well. And of course, bring the light to other people, right? Thank you so much, my dear friends. I am wishing you well. I hope that everything goes okay for you. As I said, yes, we have been in the eclipse energies, but until that new moon and after, in Scorpio, I do feel that we're still going through the darkness, we're in the dungeon. Okay, but that depth of Scorpio, because it is Scorpio season, and I'd also like to wish happy birthday to my beautiful friend Yana. She's an early November Scorpio, and she's just come to mind. If she's listening, happy birthday, my darling friend. And my son is on Halloween, 31st of October. So please help me wish my son a happy birthday. It's been tough for Scorpio, but there are many blessings around the corner. So for all the fixed signs, we're all going to receive the blessings at some point. So don't lose faith, don't lose hope. The ascension process is going to be it's difficult, but it's going to be very gratifying. All right, love and light to all of you. Namaste. Wishing you well on this eclipse. Love you all so much. Thank you.